Hi, welcome back to my channel. The Arabian Sea has a rich and complex history shaped by geography, trade, and cultural exchange. This body of water, bordered by several countries including India, Pakistan, Oman, and Somalia, has served as a vital maritime route since ancient times. In antiquity, the Arabian Sea was integral to trade networks linking the Indian subcontinent with the Middle East, Africa, and beyond. Early civilizations such as the Harappans engaged in maritime trade, exporting goods like cotton, spices, and gems. The coastal cities of the Indian subcontinent thrived on this commerce, establishing significant trade links with Mesopotamia and Egypt. During the Classical period, the Arabian Sea became a crucial part of the maritime Silk Road. The rise of the Roman Empire saw increased trade across the sea, with Roman merchants seeking spices, silk, and other luxury items. This exchange fostered cultural interactions, as traders from diverse backgrounds converged along its shores. The spread of Islam in the 7th century further transformed the Arabian Sea's dynamics. Arab traders established routes that facilitated not only commerce, but also the spread of Islamic culture and knowledge. Port cities such as Aden and Muscat became bustling hubs of activity, connecting the Islamic world with India and East Africa. In the medieval period, the Arabian Sea continued to be a vital trade route. The arrival of the Portuguese in the late 15th century marked a significant shift. They sought to control the lucrative spice trade, establishing forts and trading posts along the coast. This colonial expansion led to conflicts with local powers and other European nations, including the Dutch and the British, who also sought to dominate trade in the region. By the 18th and 19th centuries, British colonial interests began to take precedence, with the British East India Company exerting significant influence over trade routes and local politics. The strategic importance of the Arabian Sea grew, especially as it became a critical passage for British naval operations during conflicts such as the Napoleonic Wars and later in World War II. In the 20th century, the discovery of oil transformed the geopolitical landscape surrounding the Arabian Sea. The newfound wealth in the Gulf states attracted global attention, leading to a complex interplay of local and international interests. The Arabian Sea became a focal point for energy trade, shaping the economies of countries like Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, and the United Arab Emirates. Today, the Arabian Sea remains a vital maritime corridor for global trade, connecting various cultures and economies. Issues such as piracy, environmental concerns, and geopolitical tensions continue to challenge its stability and security. The sea's historical legacy, rich with trade, cultural exchange, and conflict, continues to influence the region's dynamics in the modern world. The Arabian Sea's history is also deeply intertwined with its diverse ecosystems and maritime practices. The region's rich marine biodiversity has supported fishing communities for millennia, providing sustenance and economic livelihoods. Traditional fishing methods and boat-making techniques have been passed down through generations, creating a cultural connection to the sea. As the centuries progressed, the importance of the Arabian Sea as a cultural melting pot became increasingly evident. The coastal region saw the mingling of various peoples, languages, and religions. Ports like Calicut and Cochin in India attracted traders not only from the Arabian Peninsula, but also from East Africa, Persia, and Southeast Asia. This convergence led to a blend of cultural influences, from cuisine to architecture. The rise of the Omani Empire in the 17th century further exemplified the significance of the Arabian Sea in regional politics. Omani sailors and merchants expanded their reach into East Africa, establishing trading posts and exerting influence over coastal regions. This period also saw the establishment of the Omani Sultanate as a dominant maritime power, rivaling European colonial ambitions. With the decline of the Omani Empire and the consolidation of British colonial power, the Arabian Sea became a battleground for control. The British established coaling stations and naval bases, reinforcing their presence in the region. The strategic importance of the Arabian Sea was underscored during World War II, as it became a critical route for Allied forces, facilitating the movement of troops and supplies. Post-colonial shifts in the mid-20th century transformed the geopolitical landscape. Newly independent nations such as India and Pakistan emerged, redefining their maritime policies and regional alliances. The establishment of maritime boundaries became a pressing issue, as nations sought to assert their rights over territorial waters and resources. The discovery of oil off the coasts of countries like Iran and Saudi Arabia in the 20th century further cemented the Arabian Sea's role in global energy markets. The Gulf states rapidly developed, leading to increased trade and investment, but also geopolitical tensions. The Iran-Iraq War in the 1980s and subsequent conflicts in the region highlighted the strategic vulnerabilities of the Arabian Sea, affecting shipping routes and international trade. In recent years, the Arabian Sea has become a focal point for contemporary challenges, including environmental degradation and climate change. Overfishing, pollution, and rising sea levels threaten marine ecosystems and coastal communities. Efforts to promote sustainable fishing practices and marine conservation have gained traction, as stakeholders recognize the need for collaborative approaches to preserve this vital resource. Geopolitical dynamics continue to evolve, with nations vying for influence over the region. The rise of China as a maritime power has introduced new dimensions to the strategic importance of the Arabian Sea, leading to increased investments in ports and infrastructure. The Arabian Sea's history is a testament to the enduring connections forged through trade, cultural exchange, and geopolitical maneuvering. As it navigates the complexities of the 21st century, it remains a vital link between continents, cultures, and economies, continuing to shape the lives of those who depend on its waters. The Arabian Sea's historical tapestry is also rich with maritime exploration and navigation advancements. Early navigators relied on the monsoon winds to sail efficiently, developing a deep understanding of the seasonal patterns that influence maritime travel. This knowledge was crucial for traders who traversed the sea, connecting distant markets and facilitating the exchange of goods such as spices, textiles, and precious metals. The arrival of European explorers in the Age of Discovery, particularly the Portuguese, brought about significant shifts in maritime practices. Vasco da Gama's voyage to India in 1498 marked the beginning of a new era in global trade. The establishment of the Portuguese trading empire transformed the Arabian Sea into a competitive battleground among European powers. Forts like Hormuz and Goa became strategic centers, allowing the Portuguese to control key maritime routes. The Dutch and later the British expanded their influence, with the British East India Company eventually dominating trade in the 18th century. The British not only focused on commerce, but also on establishing naval supremacy, which influenced regional power dynamics and local economies. Thanks for watching.